Well, we got a lot, everything I thought we'd get out of tonight because Bellarmine's small. They were going to pass and move and cut. We were going to make our guys chase them because that's what we need to do. It makes you better. It does no good to play some of our zone man stuff because it just bails our guys out. We needed to move our feet, get exploited on the defensive end with their cutting and their passing. Offensively, really disappointed in our turnovers, but got a lot out of tonight's game. That's why I always play Coach Davenport's teams. They play so hard. They out-rebounded us by 6, which tells you how hard they play. Anything that, I say this every year, anything that has anything to do with coaching, Bellarmine's tremendous. Cutting, boxing out, passing, screening, anything that has anything to do with coaching. He told me before the game he thought that he loved his team this year because they're very humble and they do everything he asks them to do. So hopefully we got a little bit humble pie tonight on some things. But we got a lot of stuff to clean up. We're still trying to work on our style of play on the offensive end. Didn't get the ball. You can't get the ball inside against them. We should put 5 guys in the paint. But when we had our opportunities, we didn't throw it in there. We just had a lot of poor decision making on the offensive end. But I give Bellarmine all the credit. They prepared great. They played great. We didn't score enough points to pull away from them. You got to be able to score 80. It's hard to score 80 though with the turnovers we had. We only got 45 shots off. You got to get at least 55, 60 shots if you're going to get to 80. But you're not going to get that when you turn it over. We had 4 travels. It's a point of emphasis this year with the officials, traveling, which we go over every day in practice. Gary Clark had 3 of them. You got anything, Brush?
You got, on the positive side, I guess you got some points from guys who, Quadri and Justin and...
Well, Justin, Jennifer, and Quadri Moore.
Cumberland threw in a few. Go ahead.
Well, Justin, Jennifer, and Quadri Moore won't play. So they've been extremely coachable the entire offseason because they want to play. So they've allowed us to coach them, and they've worked really, really hard to get better, and it shows. Doesn't surprise me at all because their attitude is right. I got some other guys in the fat cat mode. That's why tonight was great for us. Into thinking that we're great, somebody picked us to win the league, too cool to play as hard as Bellarmine plays. So obviously, that's why you play them. Obviously, I'm not real happy about that.
How is Jacob Evans? When is he? Do you expect him back for the opener, or how?
He's all right. I'm just being cautious with him. So he'll start doing more starting tomorrow. Hopefully, he progresses well. He's just being cautious.
So he'll probably play the opening.
No, I said I would go day by day.
Okay, you're still going day
You
by day. Was it a foot? Right.
I got no more to say about injuries. That's enough. I have to be Belichick. Yeah. Day by day, hopefully he gets better.
Nice year, just a matter of style of play.
No way. I told him this year. I apologized to him at halftime. I said it's hard to play, buddy. They got nobody over 6'6" out there, and they're running around shooting all threes. So it's not his fault. I told him he can blame his teammates. If they could have put Bellarmine some distance to where we could have got up 15 or more, then I've been able to get him in there.
Jared Cumberland, some flashes of
He's going to play for us.
Yep.
what people can expect from him this year. He did a lot of different things in the second game.
Oh, he's a much better shooter than he showed tonight. But he's a freshman. It's hard to, it's a great indoctrination to play against a team that cuts and passes the way Bellarmine does. Because if you fall asleep, you're gonna give up a layup or a 3. It happened to him a couple of times, 2 in a row in the first half. But Jaren's a good player. He's gonna have a great career. He's not my concern. Disappointed in our veteran players tonight. Aside from Kevin Johnson, because that's another guy that didn't start last year. He's hungry.
You mentioned you're going to be more perimeter oriented this year.
Well, we'll have at least 4 out, 1 in, but we still got, you can't throw the ball inside against Bellarmine. They're just not going to let that happen.
Is it tough to drive against a team like that tonight?
They're not. They got 5 guys.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
But that's
unless you could get stops and run more, get out. But We got some guys that's pulling teeth to get them to run the floor. We couldn't get Gary or Kyle to run to the front of the rim. It's all we could do to get them down the court, laboring. So it showed, we hadn't had a lot of practice in the last week. So when Kane and Gary got hurt, Jaron and Jacob, we were down to 7 scholarship guys. So we're not in game shape. We haven't been able to go live enough in practice, and it showed. That part of it.
With the offense as a whole, is that a point of emphasis this year to drive the ball more?
Space the floor. We'll have more spacing this year because we got guys can make open shots. Gary and Kyle didn't do it tonight. They're 0 for 5 from 3, but they can shoot the ball. So with the spacing, you would hope they would make shots, and then he would drive the ball.
Right.
We didn't make any shots tonight, so we never forced Bellarmine to come out.
Yeah.
Troy only took, I think, 5 shots. Is he one of the guys you're disappointed in just for not playing?
I'm just saying, I thought our veterans weren't ready to play. I thought we were acting like we were too good to play as hard as Bellarmine.
Quadri played real under control.
Quadri played really well, other than his one travel. Even the second half, I thought he made a great defensive slide, and they called a foul on him. I thought it was beyond ridiculous. So for him to maybe be able to slide and stay in front of a guy on the perimeter, he's come a long way. We work hard with him on that, so it's a tough call there. But our big guys got to be real conscious. The point of emphasis this year is traveling. His spin move. If he just slows down and shoots open shots, he'd be fine. He can really help us. And he's our best screener by far. He's light years our best screener. As far as you got Kevin Johnson a wide open shot. The reason he got himself open shots is his pick and roll from Troy. They were doubling Troy. They finally started doubling Troy, so that limited his shot attempts. I'm not concerned with shot attempts so much. I'm concerned with general attitude and effort on the defensive end. We built our program here on being the toughest team, the team that plays the hardest, the team that doesn't walk around with entitlement. That's why I respect Coach Davenport so much, because his kids play so hard. I didn't think we played very hard tonight. I thought a few of us did. Kevin and Justin and Quadri in particular, I thought those 3 guys really played hard.
So is that why you got out of the switch and wanted because those guys?
That's why I always play Bellarmine.
Because those guys may have learned from something.
And now that they're smaller, they were big the last few years, they're faster. So it really, and now strategically, I would probably play a different defense if we played them. I wouldn't chase them around as much. But that's an excellent practice. We can't get our guys don't cut like that in practice. So that's why it's just such a great game to play against them. Years ago, you play exhibition games years ago against certain teams, they come down, stand 5 guys around the 3-point line, so we go 1-on-1 and take a jump shot. It's a big waste of time. We got a lot. That's the best practice that we've had in a long time because we haven't been able to go against each other in 5-on-5. Once you start losing bodies, you got to start being careful, obviously. So we're a team. I think because of that, we're going to have to get better as the season goes. The more games we get, especially that we're trying to get Kyle back into game speed. He's a much better player than he showed tonight. But I thought, their offense was going to give him a lot of problems. And it did. Them packing it in on defense and them spreading him out gave him a lot of problems, which I thought it would. But he's not going to see a lot of that. He's not going to have to guard the 3-point line the whole game the way he did tonight. But it was good for him. It was good for him because it showed him his weaknesses. So. Good. All right, fellas.
Thanks,